how are you? If you're new here, my name is Rina. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join my YouTube family. Join the R Squad. If you're a returning subscriber, you already know what's up. You're already part of the R Squad. It's your girl. I'm back and I'm better, but I'm not better. I'm lying. I'm here to drop for you guys your weekly vlog, and yeah, let's get into it. So, as you can see by the topic of this video, I'm gonna talk about how I've been finding my transition, becoming a mom while I'm still a student, and just all of that, like how I'm juggling with all of that, and yeah, so to say. As you can see, first of all, my skin is glowing, so hasn't been that much of a struggle. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's been fine. It's been okay. But the truth is, um, the whole transition is not a joke, guys. It's not a joke. Used to being a single girl, was popping to now being like a mom and in daughter guys, yo and just having a baby for any daughter. Like, I know, not that it's anything bad. Like, I appreciate the guy that God gave me to be my baby daddy whatsoever, but like, yeah, I do appreciate him, but just I think it's personally has to do with just me, myself, and I still have some transitions that I had to do mentally, and just like accepting the whole fact, like, oh my god, no, I have an daughter. Like, I have an daughter. There's no more thing girls turn up. Wow, 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 like, yeah, but I'm still the girl. I'm still the baddest. I'm still the baddest in the game, and with school wise, school has been a lot. Not doing my final year university, so you can just imagine, and it's a lot. I have to do this whole thing of like leaving my baby and so coming back to school and focusing and trying to study and trying to get my paper and provide for a little one now, and I just can't like be lazy or just not do anything, like it's actually, it picks me if I'm just like not doing anything. I'm just like, fuck, I'm supposed to be doing something. Like, it gives you that whole motivation to be like, yo, what's up, you get a little one to provide for now, so there ain't no time to be playing, there ain't no time to be laying around, there ain't no time to be just all the time. But like, you need to manage your time wisely. You need to know what you're doing now. Like, I mean, I've always known what I was doing, but now it's just more like, you have a little one. Like, you have someone that is looking up to you. You have someone that you have to provide for in the near future, and just the whole transition of, like leaving my baby behind and coming back to school, guys. That used to kill me. I mean, it still does. Trust me, it still does. I feel the pain in my heart. I just don't cry as I used to anymore, and I think I was like turning in, like I was getting into like some depression mode, because when that whole idea hit me, like, yo, now I have to be leaving my baby and coming to school, wada, and I have to focus. It's like, yo, it's the hardest thing. Let me tell you, it's the hardest thing that I have to deal with. It's the hardest thing that I'm still dealing with. Like, it's so hard. Like, it breaks me every day I wake up. Every day I wake up and my baby's not by my side. There's just something like, you feel it, and when you're with the baby, it's like it's different. It's just like, what's up, what's popping, everything is at peace. Nothing really seems to be the problem, as long as my baby's fed, she's fly, she's, like, as long as my baby is good, I'm good. Like, I don't give a fuck about nothing and nobody. Like, really, 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 I'm being honest right now. Like, and it's more like my energy and my time, I just don't invest it in anything and with anybody anymore. You know how back then you could just, oh yeah, let me just go hang out, oh yeah, let me, now it's like, why? Like, why? How am I being, I'm just looking forward to big things now. Like, bro, I have a little one now. My mindset has just changed. It's just always about like go getter and going to get it, and doing something for myself, something that will benefit me and my little one. It's just not about sitting and looking pretty no more. It's all about grinding now. Like, the grind really needs to be serious, it needs to get stronger. But yeah, the whole transition, how I'm coping, it's still a mess. Like, I won't lie to you guys, it's still a mess. There are days when I wake up and I literally can't do anything because in my head, just the thought of me being away from my baby, it gets to me so much that it becomes so debilitating. Like, I can't do shit. Like, it's not like I'm depressed, but it kind of feels like that. I won't be sad, but it's just my body. My body just feels so like it's in a hole. Like, it doesn't want to move. It doesn't want to do anything. So yeah, I'm still finding it like quite challenging. Um, and the whole thing of not being with my baby and being away from my baby because I have to focus on school. And I think about it and I was just like, I used to beat myself about it, like, oh my god, I'm being a bad mom and whatever. But looking at it, even if I was like a working class mom, I'll still have to believe in my kid. Like, when I become a working class mom, I'll still have to believe in my baby, like. But I'm saying in the sense of like, if I was already a working class mom and I had my baby, I would still have to believe in her. So I go back to work and I come back, you know, it will still feel like I'm leaving her alone. But at the end of the day, I'm not leaving her alone. I'm not leaving her alone in vain. So to say, like, I'm leaving her to come and hustle to, so that the future is bright. You know what I'm saying? So yes, guys, it's amazing though. Like, being a mom has been amazing. My support system has been great. Like, baby daddy has been amazing. Has been playing his role. Thank God for him. And yeah, that's just it. I guess if you have more questions, you wanna know something, and you wanna ask me something, feel free to do that. You can DM me on my Instagram. Yeah, my handle. You can DM me and ask me any questions. I did a poll the other day, and I didn't know, like, somebody asked me, how does it feel like to be a queen and have a princess? I'm like, it's the most, like, oh my god, it's the most beautiful, scariest feeling in the world, because now you're feeling like you don't want to let her down, like you don't want to let your baby down. So it's more like you only need to do right shit because you don't want to let your little one down. And it's nice knowing that God trusted you with a life. He saw you fit enough to be able to bless you with the possibility of you carrying a baby, even being pregnant and taking care of the little one. Like, he saw that strength in you, because it's not easy. It's not. It's not easy having a child, guys. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. I won't sit here and tell you, yes, child, get a baby. Like, even if you have the money there, there's this emotional changes that happen that not even money can fix. Because at the end of the day, sometimes you end up becoming depressed, like, they call it postpartum depression. But I think the depression is not like you regretting, like, oh my god, why do I have this baby? It's more or less like, especially if you had the baby in a situation you didn't envision yourself to have the baby in. For example, I didn't think I would have a baby and I'll still be in school and I'll not have my house. Like, child, when I planned for a kid, I planned to have my baby in my mansion, in my like, I already have my whip, I already have all of that. So now just that whole thing of like, oh my god, I have a little one and this is not how I envision it. Like, like, it's just more um like, it's a shocker, man. It's like, it's a shocker. It takes you out of your comfort zone, and now you feel like, oh my god, like, you really start living. Like, when you're out of your comfort zone, that's when you really start living. Because when the blankets are warm, you ain't doing shit. Trust me, like, you ain't doing shit. So, but at the end of the day, I'm like I said earlier on, I'm really grateful, and yeah, everything shall come to pass. Everything happens for a reason. It's God's will. I know I have my plans, but at the end of the day, it's God's will. And something that I had to realize is, God does not give you your blessings when you think, oh yeah, now I'm ready for my blessings. Like, if God wants to bless you with, let's say, a baby now, or God wants to bless you with a man, like marriage and shit like that, He will do it. Like, He's not gonna wait for you to be ready. He will do it. Like, that's one thing I had to, I wasn't ready for all of these sudden changes. Like, now I had to be a mom. I had to be like, all of these things is like, oh my god. But I realized it's really something that I would want. I would want to have a kid with a guy that's like present, that's like involved. That's like a blessing. And that's what I wanted, and God gave it to me when He's deemed fit. Because the only reason why it happens, because it's God's will. I cannot now go back in time and rewrite things and be like, oh no, yeah, no, it's God's will. We accept it, and everything is for the best, man. Like, yeah. So if you're in your 20s and you want to have a baby, and I won't sit here and tell you, oh, Chomi, go get the kid, it's okay. Think about it. Like, take your time, because there's a whole lot of things that happens after you have a baby. You need to have a safe place for this baby to stay. You need to be able to provide for this baby. Like, it's not even materialistically. I feel like when babies are babies, that's when they need the love and the affection. Like, they need to feel it then. They need to feel it then. So I guess that's why sometimes when I'm away from my baby, it kind of breaks me, because I'm now, my baby's not getting my love. But at the end of the day, it's God's plan. Keep on telling myself that everything happens according to God's plan. And yeah, she knows I love her, and there's nothing that can be done to change the fact that I love my baby, and I'm always gonna be there for her. At the end of the day, I'm here to hustle because of the or because of her. Like, rather than me being there with her and I'm not doing anything, I'm just giving her all of this love, and time is going, and then what now? Who's gonna be taking care of us? Like, who's gonna be taking care of us? So if mama has to sacrifice now, I have to sacrifice now. There's nothing I can do. So yeah, let's just eat my little rant, my little chat, because I felt like I should maybe like let it out and talk about it. And if anybody who wants to learn or know about this, then yeah, that is my advice to you, and hope you can learn something from these. But this was just a quick rant chat. If you want like proper answers to your proper questions that you have in your head, feel free to DM me. My name is Rina. Once again, don't forget to smash the subscribe button below and become part of the R Squad. Gang, gang, gang. And yeah, it's good over here. It's good over here. It's all about growth. And you know,